Biiiiig Brotha. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mindful Reality, the channel that covers reality TV from a mental health perspective. It is your boy, Mark. I am here. You are here. Thanks for being here. Well, chocolate. What are you shaking your head about? And it seems like you're the first one here. That is amazing. The time I get on here at 2 o'clock a.m. Well, I don't know where it is where you're at. You're in Texas, right? So I guess you would be 1 o'clock a.m. But the time I get on here late is my point. Is the one time that you are the first employee to arrive on the scene. What's up, Jason Lowe? How's it going? Where are you going at this time of night? I am going back to my home. That is where I'm going. Um, yeah, so I fell asleep. I was watching a little bit of feeds, and at first I saw the feeds like right after they turned back on, right after the nom ceremony. I had seen Rachel and Mickey engaging in a conversation right before the nom ceremony. Then I turned on the feeds like right after the ceremony was complete, and she was talking to. I want to say that she was talking to Morgan when the feeds came back on, and she was telling Morgan like, "I know that you were targeting me," and Morgan basically was like, "Well, yeah, we did have talks about targeting you, but it's not like we have control of the game, so we can't control whether you're targeted or not." And she was like, well, nobody has control over the game because the game is, based on who wins the comps and then who makes those choices. But it's basically you weren't trying to work with me. You were trying to get rid of me. Um, yeah, Vince, Mickey, and Morgan. So making picks like that, she did not make middle of the fence or on the fence type of picks. It was like I'm clearly picking three people who are against me. Now, the thing that I am not understanding right now, to tell you the truth, is Ashley. I understand almost every other person's viewpoint in the house. Riley and Catherine are just happy that they're not up. I don't think that they're like working with Rachel per se. They kind of are, but I think that they're just like, well, she's in power, do what she wants while she's in power. They don't really. I don't think that Riley or Catherine really care if Rachel stays or goes. I think, as we've seen, Mickey and Morgan are clearly against Rachel. Vinny goes where the wind blows. That hasn't changed. Who else is in the house? So Ashley, the reason I don't understand Ashley is because it's not even that she's just riding the fence. It's because she's not riding the fence in like a Vinny way, where Vinny is parroting everybody in the room and kind of saying what everybody wants to hear. She's like saying contrary things to each side. And I'm not really sure why you would do that, because if there comes a point where everyone kind of just gets in a room and compares notes, it's not going to make sense. Okay, hydricity. I took 2 Benadryl and drinking sleeping time tea may kick in soon. Well, I'm glad you're here now. Uh, let's see. Big Brother Bry has been active lately. Ask Crazy AH. Yeah, I don't understand her game right now. I don't understand her game. This is what I was just saying, right? Ashley came to Rachel. You know, I was watching Ashley on the feeds this week, coming to Rachel and being like, "Yo, be careful about Mickey. Mickey is against you. Mickey and Morgan are trying to get you out." There was this conversation where Mickey and Morgan were saying this, Mickey Morgan, Mickey Morgan. Like, Ashley was one of the sources of the information that Rachel received regarding Mickey and Morgan, which led to putting her up, which led to putting them up, I should say, on the block, right? Then, after Rachel actually puts them up on the block, Ashley is going to Rachel and being like, Keanu and Kelly tricked you, and one of them should be, I mean, they should be on the block, and Mickey and Morgan shouldn't be there. And I'm like, but you're the one who was saying that they were targeting Rachel. You were the one telling Rachel that they were targeting her. So why are you now saying that that's a bad choice? And then going over to like Mickey and Morgan and trying to like tell them stuff about Rachel. I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't understand. I feel like Ashley is genuinely confused. I don't even think it's a. I don't like. I'm trying to figure out, is this a manipulation thing? Is it a tactic? Because I can't see really a rhyme or reason behind some of these conversations that she has and the things that she does. That's the part I like. If it was a gameplay thing, I would be like, okay, I see your play, but I literally just, she's an enigma. I feel like she's kind of just doing whatever, freestyling and winging it. I feel that way. I feel like she's freestyling. I kind of want Mickey to go. She thinks she's running the game. Yeah, like I'm not. I haven't been a big fan of her gameplay in the last 2 weeks. I have not. Rachel did go for it, and then they're saying that it could be the double evict this coming week. So Rachel is a strategy master, right? Because she has aligned herself with Keanu and Kelly. And the reason why is because she's playing chess. I said this a couple of times already. She's playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. Now, the hard part is she has to depend on those people that she's lining up to move the way that she wants them to move. But I feel like she's doing the best she can with the cards that she's dealt. I keep saying that over and over. Because her game plan strategy is to keep Keanu and Kelly safe and kind of work on them this week because they are likely, they're people that are good in comps, basically. So her hope is that if they win on eviction night, double eviction or whatever, power, HOH power veto, whatever, they spare her um, because she knows a Morgan won't do that. She knows a Mickey won't do that. She knows, like, pretty much, not that she knows, but she doesn't know what a Riley or Catherine is going to do. Ava would spare her, I'm sure, but Ava, who knows if she's going to win another one. Ashley is all over the place. I don't think Ashley would put Rachel on the block at this point, but Ashley is just so all over the place. So adding two people who are good at comms on her team was intentional. I'm sorry. Wait a minute, I missed something. It's crazy. I know. I thought that Rachel. So I thought that Rachel, Mickey, and Morgan, and Ashley, I thought that those four were gonna stay solid up until jury. I really did, and it dissolved so fast. That whole foursome of those four ladies dissolved extremely fast within like a week or two, and I was so surprised by that. But I'm still looking at it, and I'm like, there's 8 ladies. There's double the ladies as men, and still the ladies are not working together. So I don't know. This season has no rhyme or reason to it, except like the only person that I really see strategizing like that is Rachel. I'm not seeing too much strategy with the other people. They're playing Survivor in the Big Brother house. Lie and say whatever you gotta say. You don't really gotta show any loyalty to anyone. You're just trying to survive the week. You're not thinking 3, 4, 5 moves ahead. You're just like, how do I get through Thursday? They they get together in rooms and they're like, oh, we want this person in jury. We don't want that person in jury. Um, this is what I want in jury, 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 jury. And I'm like, you're not even in jury yet. So how about you plan how to get to jury first, then you figure out what order you want people to go. It's funny that this time, for whatever reason, generates more people than when I jump on here in the morning. I don't get that. Because I always just turn this on randomly and think that I'm going to have 1 or 2 people, and then all of a sudden I have 10 to 15 or something. Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, I stayed up from, what was it, about 2 something, 2:30 or something like that Eastern time, till about almost 6 o'clock in the morning. Slept for an hour and change, and then I was just right into work after that, which is probably contributing to why I have no energy. um, what are you yapping about? How about this? What am I yapping about? What are you yapping about? Oh, Ashley is all over the place. Women. I wouldn't Mickey anything. Hey Tasha, she's using Kelly. Yeah, as shield, and also um the comp thing as well. Let's see, no real alliance in the house. Everyone is backstabbing. It's all fake. I honestly, Jason, I don't love that. You're right, but I also don't love that. I love seasons that are strategic, where you can see somebody following the game plan. I don't know. Maybe I got spoiled when I watched back old seasons and saw a bunch of strategists, because that's what got me into Big Brother. When I first was looking at it from the outside, I was like, oh, this stupid game. It's so dumb of a game, because I'd be looking at it. I try to watch a couple episodes here and there, and I'm like, but then I was like, wow, this game gets really interesting in the second half, when you start to see all the seeds that were planted, the early moves on the game board, and then you're getting towards the end. Um, and you see this alliance does this and this one does this. This alliance pulls a surprise because this person wasn't expecting it, and there's like good game moves and stuff. And The modern day Big Brother has the last couple years has just been helter skelter for the most part. But I've had to just learn to live with it, get used to it, because the game's not going to change. And then the three pick thing also, and the blockbuster changed the game as well. Because like, look, somebody like Keanu would have been out a while ago, but due to now getting two chances to go to take yourself off the block, he has just been able to just win his way to remain in the game for multiple weeks in a row. Hi, Danny. How's it going? What are your thoughts on the season so far? It's been a minute. We were on here last night till like 4 a.m. What's going on? Alright. And I see. Hey, 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 hey. I hate finding no parking spots at the crib. So annoying. Uh, the wall comp is going to be epic. They forgot Rachel has won every endurance comp that she has ever done. Mickey is about to be humbled. I'm curious to see how she's going to take it. Even being on the block, she's not taking well. Have you been hearing the things that she's saying? So she's not going to take it well. She's not taking being on the block well right now, despite the fact that she was probably, well, I shouldn't say she was probably going to put Rachel on the block, but Rachel's name was definitely in her mouth as somebody that she could put on the block. So I don't even understand why she's so pissed. Who's the main target for Rachel? Good question. How is this person parked like that? That's wild. If I put my car like that, I know I'd wake up in the morning with a ticket on my car. I've had my car like an inch past the sidewalk, and I've had a ticket for it. This person just parked halfway into the crosswalk. That's nuts. Blocking the whole intersection. Who's the main target? I see. I want to say probably Mickey is my thought about that. I think Mickey is the most dangerous enemy for her to have in the house. Okay, I found a spot, but it's like a block away, a block and a half away from my house. But what can you do? That's New York City for you. Okay, where we at? Jason is one. Jason, I wanted to like Mickey, but after she got a little power, lost it. Sit down and be humble. Just icing the knee. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. How's the knee going? Shout out to my dogs at the crib. I want them to stop taking Rachel for Brandon and put some respect on her name. Brandon had to win the standard game. They keep playing scared. They don't think Rachel should or deserves to make it past jury. What's crazy to me about this whole like we want to get her to jury thing is like anything can happen once you get to jury. That's the silly part. Like as a viewer, I want Rachel there as long as possible because she's the most interesting thing that's happening this season by far. If I was a house guest in the house, I would have wanted her out yesterday. Like this whole thing about we're gonna we're gonna let this person stay in the house for X amount of time. The new cast is not so bright. This type of person is not a person that you let do anything. Like it's either that you decide I'm gonna work with this person. This is the way that I see Big Brother. This is the way that I view Big Brother. I wouldn't want to work with Rachel, I'll be honest, just because I would be like, she's so smart and she's so good at this game, and she's won it before and she's played it twice. I just simply would not be interested in working with her because I think that she would just outsmart me. That would just be my thought. But if I did decide to work with her, I would not have a mentality of I'm going to work with her until jury. That would not be my thought. My thought would be I'm going to work with her and try to get to the end with her and then try to take her out at 4. That would be my goal. My goal would be like work with her, pick her brain, figure out how to pick people off, and then I would try to do like what Xavier did with Kyland. That's kind of the way that I would view it. Recovering slowly but hitting the goals from PT and Doctor. Them saying that they always talk like that. This current group, loves to speak as if they're going to have power every single week. And I'm like, Big Brother is a variable game and different people win week to week. So you cannot plan out 6 weeks in advance. All right, first we're going to get out this one, then we're going to get out that one, and then we're going to get out this one. Like, you have to have your eggs in more than one basket, first of all. You have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to make friends on another side. Like, you can't just assume that your main group that you're working with is always going to win. You know who's actually doing a good job of that, despite the fact that I haven't loved all of his conversations? Will. Because if you watch Will, everybody's like, I love Will. I love Will. Will is nobody's target. Will worked his way from being the guy, like, I'm sorry, Will. I love you, but, like, I'm sorry, you're going on the block. He went from being that guy to being the guy that is kind of just soaring under the radar and is in every conversation. Because he's been in a lot of contradictory conversations either. However, he's not the loudest voice in those conversations. So nobody's coming back and being like, Will said this, Will said that. And Will seems to be the one that everybody trusts as well. Will is in a solid spot in the game as of now. Like, he's coasting to Jerry, I feel like. Yeah, the fact they haven't targeted, and they'll sit in big groups and they'll be talking about Rachel, like how they want to get rid of Rachel. That's what it is. They're having a party down on my block. And I would park a block and a half away from my house. And then as soon as I get to the crib, somebody moves from right, and this party is just ending right now, and all these cars are moving right now. God. You know what, to be honest with you, I'm probably going to go back and get my car. Yeah, I'm going to go back and get my car. I hate having to do this, but there's parking spots opening up in front of my house, so I hate getting up in the morning and having to go around the world to get my car when I have places to go. I'll make a final two with her because the jury would pick me over her because she's already won. I would use her as a shield and then pick her off. Final 3 or 4. Pick her off. Final 3 or 4. She is loyal. That's one thing I've seen about her. Was she like that before? Because she's loyal and she's honest. The thing I've seen about Rachel's game in BB 27 is that she doesn't really lie. You know, like, I mean, she's strategic, right? I don't know if this makes sense. That she will back, yes or no. Put a 1 in the comments if you can hear me, or you just forget a 1, just put it in there that you can hear me, or you can see me. That's what I'm saying. You there? Yes, no, maybe. Anybody? Anyone there? Okay.